Three aircrafts carrying humanitarian aids from Indonesian government for the people of Gaza have landed safely in Egypt and currently en route to Gaza. And Rahmat Idris is in Egypt to bring you all the details.
This is it, mission accomplished. The third aircraft that carries the final batch of humanitarian assistance and supplies on behalf of the Indonesian people through the Indonesian government for the Palestinians has made their way to the final destinations. The Airbus 330 carrying 26.9 tons of medicines and supplies, particularly for pregnant women and babies, the water refinery products, some of the most essential needs for the Palestinians have made their way here to the El Arish airports, the closest airport to the Rafah crossing, which is borders of Egypt to Palestine. And as you can see there, let's go over the final loadings of the assistance of the aids are being made now from the aircraft carried over to the trucks. And as you can see, these workers are working hard under such scorching sun just to make sure that every single thing is delivered from Indonesia to Gaza. As you can see there, the flags and the signs that says this is from Indonesia to Gaza, some of the basic necessities. And just yesterday, for the third aircraft flying in from Jakarta to Egypt, where we are at the moment, the representatives of the Center for Health Crisis of the Ministry of Health of Indonesia stated that some of the basic necessities are included here. 7 tons alone of those necessities have been prepared, organized by the Ministry of Health of Indonesia, alongside the other 23-something tons that have been brought over earlier today to this very airport by 2 Herculeses, making their way after a 2-day trip all the way from Jakarta to Egypt. The biggest question now, when will they make their way to Gaza? So, the handover of the humanitarian aids from Indonesia on behalf of the government has been made earlier today by the Vice Minister of Foreign Affairs of Indonesia, Pahala Mansuri, to the representatives of Red Crescents of Egypt. And this very organization is one of the designated agencies that have been given the authority to distribute all the humanitarian aids coming in from all over the globe, centralized right here at the El Arish airports. So that's one agency. The other 2 are the UNRWA, or the United Nations Relief and Work Agencies for Palestinian Refugees Near East. And the last one is the ICRC, the International Committee of Red Cross Organization. And those 3 agencies will be in charge of disbursing and distributing all of the aids, including ones that you can see from Indonesia. Let's take a look a little closer. This says Bantuan Kemanusiaan untuk Palestina, humanitarian aids from Indonesia for Palestine. So a lot of different entities have been making sure that they cover the basic needs, foods that can last them for weeks or even months on end, just to make sure that every single one of the Gazans out over at the refugee camps have all their needs. And if you can see here, these are some of the products that are highly essential for babies, for children under 5 years old, and equipment, if I might say, also for pregnant women. And if we look a little closer, some of these equipments are also categorized into necessities for the upcoming winter that is predicted to be very, very cold starting December in Gaza. And we are going to bring you more details from Egypt right here, the closest airport to Palestine, the El Arish airport, where the Egyptians Red Cross and also the Red Crescents will be transferring all of these humanitarian aids from this very airport to the Rafah crossing, about a little over an hour, and then to make sure that they cross the border, get in line with all other trucks that are trying to make their way into Gaza, and hopefully in time they will arrive to those refugee camps. Again, this is echoing what our government of Indonesia has been saying all along. We stand by Palestine. From the airport of Al Arish here in Egypt, Rahmat Idris and Ruli reported for TVRI World.
Thank you for the report, Rahmat Idris. Comprehensive as always. And it's such a mess right now, the region, with both sides are attacking one another and a lot of civilian casualties. And we're hoping for the civilians casualties to be helped as soon as possible. And we heard that the second batch of help from the Indonesian government is also coming 2 weeks from now from the Defense Ministry, I heard. And we hope that everything will be there on time for the people who needs it.
Yes, and meanwhile, it is very, very a good thing that it has arrived. It's about 51.5 tons humanitarian aid for the first batch that has been sent to Egypt for the refugees of Gaza. And it was actually being released by our own President Joko Widodo, on the 4th of November. So we are hoping that the second batch will be coming soon in 2 weeks, and it will help a lot of our brothers and sisters there, the survivors.
And we absolutely hope that everything would go well for our team over there. And Rahmat Idris and team, please come home safely. We'll be waiting for you guys here in TVRI World.